Hello, Jennifer Kumar here from Authentic Journeys. And in this series called Tips on Polishing Your Emails, we will help you to set and maintain a good impression in your written business communications. Many of you who have been following Authentic Journeys or who have attended Authentic Journeys training programs work on global teams or virtual teams where you rarely or never see your colleagues. So for some of you, email is the only impression that the other person has of you. Obviously, there are also people in virtual and distributed and global teams that do a lot of phone call meetings or video cons. Obviously, in those cases, yes, your colleagues will also have an impression of you by how you speak English. But most of the communication does actually take place through emails because we can't be on the phone all the time. So how can we actually set and maintain a good impression with simple tips in our emails? Well, that's what I'm going to answer in this series. So each of these videos will be about 5 minutes or so long. And then this first one where you see highlighted green here, we're going to talk about opening and closing an email. Now I'm going to scroll down to the second page of my Word document here where I've drafted an email. You may wonder why I'm drafting this in Word and not in my email client. Well, mostly for ease of doing this tutorial, but do I suggest that you draft emails in Word or whatever your word processing program is? Yes, I do. When? Well, one would be when you're responding to a thread where you need to write a lot. Why? Because if you start writing in your thread, all the email IDs will automatically populate in the to category or BCC or CC or whatever sections in the top of your email. So if you happen to start writing and accidentally press send, or it sends for some reason and you haven't finished your message, that's not going to be good because now you'll have to go back through, you'll have to send another email, apologize, and then write another email. And nobody likes to keep getting additional emails in their inbox. So that would be one reason I would suggest to do this. Now, there are other reasons, but that would be my main reason for suggesting drafting in Word first. Now, here in this video, we were going to talk about openings and closings of emails, so let me actually just talk about that topic. So in this email draft you see here, I haven't formatted it much, and where we have openings and closings, this is one opening. Greetings. Obviously, normally where greetings would be a person's name. I'm writing this email to a team or a group of people. I could have put team, comma, or if there's a team name, I could have put the team name, comma, or if there was a project name or something like that, I could put that there. If it's a person's name, I could have written, my name is Jennifer. Let's say if someone's writing an email to me, Jennifer, comma, or hi Jennifer, or hello Jennifer. Hello is a little more formal than hi. Now, if you're writing for the first time, especially to an American client or colleague, just the name would be fine, or hello if you feel that's, too informal. But I wouldn't go for dear. Never use dear. I think I've come across 10% of people who do use dear in business communications in the US, like dear Jennifer. But most people had been taught that dear is used to open letters to loved ones or near and dear ones. So the context is a different context. Also, do not use dear within the email, like at the end, take care, dear, or see you in the next meeting, dear, or see you when you come on site, dear. No, dear is an affectionate term, in that case used only between usually spouses, but sometimes parents use it with their children. So it's definitely not good context for business. People will misunderstand it and take it the wrong way. So, like I said, Jennifer, hi Jennifer, hello Jennifer, hello better than hi. Good day team. This is a little bit of a small talk here before I'm getting into the subject of my email. Good day team. Or hope you're doing well today, or happy Monday, or happy Friday, or whatever. And now for the closings. Now, closings, a lot of people think of just the sign off. So we could have thank you and regards. Thank you on one line, regards on another line. I have thank you up here also to close the email. So thank you and regards is the most common. I'm not going to go through all of the closings now. Maybe I'll link a blog post to this where I've written about different closings that you could use. Now, actually, this whole section could be looked up on as a closing with the small talk, because here's the actual content of the email. That's the actual content. We would never send an email with just the content. You do want opening and closing to make it sound like a conversation a little bit. Otherwise, we're texting, and this is not texting, this is emailing. So this whole thing could be considered a closing. Thank you for your participation and interest in the session. I'm referring back to why I'm talking about these things. So for instance, if this was an email summarizing an actual meeting you had with your U.S. counterparts, we had a good meeting today. Thanks for everyone's participation today. Feel free to send any additional feedback you have about today's meeting to me as they arise. So all this is actually small talk to close the email. So it's a small talk closing. And then we have the closing. Have a good weekend. Regards, Jennifer Kumar. Have a good weekend. Can be there, cannot be there. It's optional. So this just makes it sound friendly. Otherwise, let me take out this small talk here and just keep this. Now read it again. It sounds quite direct and very blunt and very to the point. It doesn't sound friendly. Let me put it back. How does it sound now when you read it? If you were to read it out loud, it would actually sound a little more polite, even with those words in there. Obviously, they're not hearing your tone of voice, so they're hearing your tone of voice through the words that we choose. And some people say it takes up space, but again, do you want to be remembered as a friendly person or just a blunt and direct person? So that's more of a personal development question on your standpoint. So this has been Jennifer Kumar in this series on tips for polished emails in the business environment and the end of session 1, opening and closing an email. Thanks for listening.